Alpha, thank you for the reinforcements. Recommencing the operation to hunt down Jeremy.
I've sent number 17 of the Colon Special Forces to help with...
All right. We've had some delays, but I'm happy to say we can now restart the pursuit. First things first, as we've lost contact with Essimo, and there are no other descendants who have the power to handle the battle, we had to suspend the search and blockade construction. I'm afraid we'll need a rescue operation for Essimo. He was deployed here on a mission to destroy a Vulgus facility, and we've lost contact with his unit. If possible, I think searching for Essimo while we continue with the rest of the mission is a good idea. While our operation was delayed, the Vulgus deployed their forces throughout the swamp. We think they sensed something was up with Jeremy. I got impatient, so I took command and attacked. But because the soldiers couldn't receive their orders in time, we nearly experienced heavy losses. After that, the Vulgus forces increased and rapid deployment of soldiers wasn't feasible. It seems Jeremy used this to his advantage and went deeper into the swamp. So starting now, we'll be focusing on reconnaissance to expand the search area. If you go on ahead, the soldiers will follow and establish a barricade. This will allow for much wider RK distribution, which will be an advantage in tracking both Jeremy's RK and the Ironheart traces. We have to overextend ourselves a little. We have no choice. Based on the intel from the guide, it's clear Jeremy has some kind of plan in mind. Apparently Jeremy's voice was captured through the Ironheart pulse. However, briefly that was detected. This is what was recorded.
I knew it, I was right. The Vulgus here have all been enhanced through superior DNA. The quality of this Kuiper's perfect, though it would have been good to secure both DNA and Kuiper in advance. Oh yeah.
You heard him, right? DNA, Kuiper... I have no idea what he's talking about, but I know this operation needs to resume quickly. The area where the guide picked up Jeremy's voice is a way off. We've got a long road ahead of us. This operation, we're all slowly sinking into this swamp. Not happy about it. Be prepared for unexpected combat situations. And leave the mission in your capable hands. Powerful enemy has appeared. You should focus on the battle for now. I'll deliver the info about Jeremy to HQ. If they have any new intel, they'll send it to us. Jeremy said that the Vulgus in this area have been enhanced with high-quality DNA. To analyze the differences between them and regular Vulgus, we'll need to secure genetic samples for comparison. I really hope this has nothing to do with that old Colossus corpse. Go and collect Vulgus samples and place them in the supply box. Great job. I'll send the Vulgus DNA to be analyzed in Albion.
Join me at the outpost for a moment.
There's a lot to discuss concerning the Vulgus and Kuiper. Now, I know the pursuit is urgent. There's just a few things I'd like to highlight. A powerful enemy has appeared. You should focus on the battle for now. I'll deliver the info about Jeremy to HQ. If they have any new intel, they'll send it to us. This operation must succeed. Regarding Jeremy's defection, the plan is to capture him alive and carry out a detailed interrogation. However, after analyzing the characteristics of the Vulgus DNA and the Kuiper, I think we need to understand Jeremy's motives first, so that we can be 2 steps ahead of him. First off, from the Vulgus DNA collected here, we identified malignant cells, those which have been exposed to void energy. Well, we'd call them malignant cells, but for the Vulgus, they're more of a genetic enhancement. They give them higher bone density and muscle growth. And we've detected high levels of void energy in the Vulgus Kuiper you discovered. To humans, this affected Kuiper is highly contaminated material which cannot be processed and used for any products. But for the Vulgus, it is enhanced Kuiper. Can you see the connection? Both the cells and the Kuiper have been altered as the result of exposure to the void, and both are needed to create enhanced Vulgus. I'm not sure why Jeremy needs them, but I do know where we can find them. The Abandoned Zone. Throughout Ingris's history, it's been identified as the first area to be connected to the Void Dimension, and the worst source of contamination is located in Echo Swamp. That's where we need to go. We can either overtake Jeremy, or at least find traces of him. Huh? Hold on. That's the emergency comm signal.
Is anybody there? This is Essimo. We can't move. We're surrounded by enemy forces.
Essimo, what's your location?
I'm at the Abandoned Zone. I was sent here on a mission to destroy the Vulgus facility. But at this rate, I'll be the one being destroyed.
Like hell you will. Sending reinforcements right now.
This operation must succeed. Essimo! Essimo, please respond! Ah, damn it! We've lost contact. That wasn't much to go on. Right now, the only thing we can be sure of is that they're nearby. Actually, this works in our favor. This is our chance to rescue Essimo and track down Jeremy. I'll search for traces of Jeremy and the Ironheart with a guide. Please rescue Essimo and take him to the forward base.
I am definitely detecting a very minute presence of RK in this zone. I appear to be unable to transfer my consciousness into it. This narrows it down to two possibilities. Either this is Jeremy's RK, or the RK of Essimo, who is unconscious.
We can't miss this opportunity.
Descendant, this is number 17. SMO may be being held inside this facility. I'm going. I won't be long. Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me. There's movement in the pattern of the enemy forces. They may be waiting for reinforcements. Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a It's highly likely that a Vulgus commander will appear. If you see one, eliminate them immediately. Enemy target identified, but it doesn't seem to be a commander-level unit. Take them out anyway.
Right. Back to business.
Inner facility survey complete. No signs of SMO or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone.
If we follow Esimo's traces, we should be able to find Jeremy as well. It's not that far.
The arcade is fading. We must move quickly.
There's movement in the pattern of the enemy forces. They may be waiting for reinforcements. Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer. It's highly likely that a Vulgus commander will appear. If you see one, eliminate them immediately. Enemy target identified, but it doesn't seem to be a commander. I'll take them out anyway. Inner facility survey complete. No signs of SMO or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone.
Essimo, you're safe.
Thanks to you. Did you see Jeremy and his henchmen on your way here? I'm not sure they know what they're after or what their next move is. I'll brief everyone. Gather round. Isn't the smell of gunpowder the...
As you know, my mission was to remove the source of the contamination in the abandoned zone before it spread to Albion.
Where you rescued me, near the pipe there, my unit and I were looking for the source of the contamination connected to that pipe. We were on the verge of finding it. But the soldiers in my unit started getting sick, one by one, from some unknown disease, while the Order of Truth seemed to be getting stronger by the day. You know I have a sensitive nose, right? Well, my soldiers and the enemy smelled the same to me, but their symptoms, how the disease affected them, were the opposite of each other. It doesn't make any sense. Once I figured that out, I didn't just sit on my butt. I mobilized all of my men who were able to move and scoured the nearby area. That's when they turned on me. I knew I shouldn't have pushed them so hard. Jeremy showed up, and you know what that idiot said? Albion considers all of you to be expendable. Follow me, and I'll give you power. Let's take down Albion together. It sounded like a bunch of hogwash. But then he took out the Ironheart. And it was the first time any of us had seen something that had seemed like just a rumor. To be honest, it was also the first time I'd seen the real thing in person. And even I thought it was pretty extraordinary. Though because I'd been connected to the guide from the start, I didn't fall for Jeremy's speech. But when that bastard said what he needed for his plan was nearby, one by one, my men pointed their guns at me. What did Jeremy say it was again? What he needed? That's right, a seed storage. And I knew the source of the contamination was there too. My nose told me. You're planning on going to the seed storage now, aren't you? In that case, focus on finding Jeremy. Destroying the source of the contamination, the seed storage, was my original mission. I'll try and recover, and get back on track with that as soon as possible. I'll make sure to blow up whatever it is Jeremy is trying to get his hands on.
We've secured the airspace above the operation zone. I'll leave you to handle the interior.
Enzo has minimized external interference. We should be able to better focus on our objectives. Then, we need to determine what the Vulgus are doing inside the cave. We need to know why the items that Jeremy is pursuing are inside, as well as what they are. As Jeremy is not linked to me, there is no way for me to know what he is planning. We must stop him before it is too late. Asimo warned us that the Vulgus here are stronger. Please be careful. Using a narrow tunnel. We need to break through. Stationed at the entrance appear to be intact. Jeremy must have been able to evade them. must be the high-density Kuiper that Jeremy mentioned. By human standards, this is contaminated waste. It is also identical to the substance mentioned in Alzaroke's autopsy report.
What? So, what you're saying is... Jeremy took it?
There are no access records on this terminal for anyone aside from us. That is all I can discern for now. We must explore deeper. I will focus on detecting pulses from the armor. The Vulcans have established a large-scale Kuiper refinery here, concealed from the vigilant eyes of Wildman.
Just the idea that Alzaroke exists is proof enough for me that we can't allow this to continue. We will finalize the detonation of the facility, while you eliminate the enemy forces.
Powerful enemy units have been deployed to protect the Kuiper. Please be on your guard. Based on data analysis, the high-density Kuiper produced in this cave was used to enhance the Vulgus who occupied this zone.
The Vulgus made a lot of effort to enhance their forces. I admit it, Essimo was right to follow his nose.
The question is, why does Jeremy want this? The substance cannot be used by humans. There are no signs of Jeremy here either. It may be because of the contamination. The density of the Kuiper is too low for that.
Jeremy was after high-density Kuiper, and he didn't touch any of this. Check the total amount of Kuiper within the facility.
Is Albion suddenly interested in the Kuiper I refined? How surprising.
There is a larger Kuiper than the other substances. But you should focus on eliminating the enemy first. The scale and density of the Kuiper on the other side of the facility is enough to create Alzaroke-level Vulgus for centuries. It probably contains a high level of contamination.
What? Okay, everybody get out. I'm going to blow it to hell right now.
Essimo, don't blow it up yet. Jeremy might still be inside.
Ensign's correct. We have not found any evidence of Jeremy at any of the other Kuiper deposits so far. There may be signs of him on the other side of the facility.
Mike is right. Jeremy will probably be after the Kuiper with the highest density.
I'm so pleased that you came all this way in person. I'm curious about the effectiveness of the enhancements to my forces. Would you be so kind as to test them?
His Vulgus commander seems to be saying we're the first to arrive. Descendant, We must secure this area before Jeremy can.
You can't go down yet. Business! Watch your feet.
Thank you, Descendant. I understand the additional Kuiper density to enhance my regulation. Now, time for your resistance. Attack dark wisdom is perfect for it. But it's even better for decorating the walls of your insides as I rip you to pieces. What do you think of my proposal? You'll be an excellent source of nutrients for the tree of
But there is another more important zone to the Vulgus than this one. Thankfully, Jeremy did not progress that far. We must destroy this place before he can obtain the Kuiper. If we destroy this location, there will be no suitable zone for Jeremy to obtain high-density Kuiper from. Should he look for Kuiper in an outside source, he will not be able to avoid being detected by us.
Did I tell you earlier that the Vulgus are after the Tree of Truth? There's only one tree in this swamp that deserves that kind of title. I can take you there. After I demolish this facility, that is.
SMO and I will handle this. Can you report back to Alpha in person? This intel is sensitive and we don't want to risk Jeremy listening in.
Jeremy has got hold of Vulgus DNA and contaminated Kuiper? Well, the bastard always had a special interest in the Vulgus. He was always praising how much stamina the Vulgus had. Their power, their technological prowess, and the possibilities that they unlocked through genetic improvements. I didn't want to discourage him as he was doing useful research into the enemy's capabilities. But I can't deny his obsession made his teammates uneasy. There was an incident where he captured a Vulgus production facility. He argued that Albion also needed to create artificial soldiers. The Colon Counterintelligence Unit investigated his research and seized his records. He was sent to the detention center for a time as a result of what they discovered. He was nearly expelled as a descendant. Wait. Once he's acquired the Ironheart, there's no reason he won't go ahead with his plan. I wonder if that's why he studied the autopsy report on Alzarok so carefully. He's likely after more than the quantum storage box containing the Ironheart. We need to examine all records involving Jeremy and any of Albion's supplies. All right. Now that I understand the gravity of the situation, you may return to the field. I entrust the capture of Jeremy and secure retrieval of the Ironheart to you.
Demolition of the seed storage has been completed. Rendezvous point set. No matter which way you look at it, it definitely is the Tree of Truth. An encrypted call.
This is Enzo. Identify. Wait. What is it? Okay, I've switched to a public channel as you requested. Now answer our questions.
Hey! Who is this? If it isn't Alpha's little... the Descendants.
We'll be asking the questions, Jeremy. What is your location?
I was just about to thank you guys. I'm inside the seed storage, which you guys so kindly cleaned up for me. Thanks for taking care of the Vulgus. I was able to swipe some highly concentrated Kuiper and organic matter, all because of you.
When did you...
Idiot. Did you forget what I can do as soon as you couldn't see me? There were so many blind spots. Until SMO blew the place up, that is. I don't know why you're all making such a big deal out of this guide. She can't guide anyone. She couldn't even find the Ironheart when it was inside a quantum storage box.
Jeremy, have you thought about surrendering? Think about the lives of the innocent soldiers you've influenced.
Don't you think our bigger concern should be the future of humankind? I'm sick and tired of the incompetence of Albion's military commanders. Actually having the Ironheart, which we worked so hard to get, why are we so fixated on using it on the dimensional wall? Do you really think this fight will end just because we closed it? Even if we stop the Colossi from coming, how do we plan to deal with all of the remaining Vulgus and Ingress? We have more casualties daily than there are new recruits. You think Descendants will make a difference? Huh. Even if we can clear an entire battlefield, do you really think that's enough to turn the tide in this war? You're deluded. Descendants are just as vulnerable as the rest of Albion's soldiers. We're all mortal. And if the Magister's equipment breaks and our arcade runs out, Descendants will be nothing but frail human beings doomed to die. But the Vulgus, they continue to advance even as we speak. The Ironheart makes them even stronger. Humanity needs to be stronger, and I know how. I'll soon show you. Just you wait.
Jeremy? Jeremy! Damn it! There's no way he would have taunted us with an encrypted call that can only be accessed from a short range. I'm positive he's looking for something near the tree.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm ready to blow it all up.
Esimo, if the output of the machine installed on that tree is correct, half of the swamp will be blown away. Please calm down.
This is so frustrating. I'm going crazy. We need to take full control of the area around that tree. got all.
Sensors are operating normally. We've seized all the Vulgus' supplies. Let's get back to the outpost. We need to wait for Dr. Cade to contact us about the next operation anyway.
This stuff is. We got all.
This is...
Speak of the devil. She's contacting me now. Kate, I'm receiving. The supplies I sent are the ones seized from an important Vulgus facility. We identified them as being highly likely to be targeted by Jeremy, so we went after them first. There's 3 supply boxes worth.
These are genetic materials used to create Vulgus bodies. If Jeremy wants to emulate the process in the Alzarok report, these are the core materials he'll need. But did you say 3 boxes? Only 2 have been delivered. Was one intercepted by the Vulgus?
What are you talking about, Kate? The delivery speed for Albion supply boxes is too fast to be overtaken by standard transportation. Wait a second. Jeremy. His RK abilities. He might be able to grab a supply box mid-air. Damn it.
This is the emergency response system. A supply box on its way to Albion has been intercepted. Last known location is in the northeast. There is a high chance that Jeremy grabbed it. He planned this.
Oh man, you've given me everything I needed. You have my eternal gratitude. Don't worry, I'll put these supplies to good use.
All forces, I'm sending the last known coordinates of the supply box. Move out.
Is Jeremy trying to make a pet Vulgus? That's disturbing.
I have a different theory. Jeremy has everything he now needs. Void energy, highly concentrated Kuiper, Vulgus DNA solution, and the Iron Heart. All of these were used by Eamon when he created Alzarok.
Are you saying Jeremy is creating a super strong Vulgus that will obey him? I would have expected bigger things from that traitor.
Perhaps, as he already has RK, he may be attempting to fuse his own body with that of a Vulgus, spawning a new being. Those of Esimo's men who were won over by Jeremy were strongly taken by his words, fully believing what he said. However, there is one thing Jeremy hasn't been able to obtain yet. An energy output intense enough to activate the Ironheart. Fortunately, I do not detect any facilities in this swamp with that level of output. However, if there are any Colossi remains in this swamp in fairly good condition, they may still retain an immense amount of power, and there would be no need to infiltrate an Albion or Vulgus facility. I suspect the remains are exactly what Jeremy is after.
Ah! If that's so, that's good news. There aren't any usable Colossi remains around here, so we can finally catch our breath.
Actually, there is one. A while ago, there was an executioner which failed in an intercept attempt and ended up somewhere in this swamp. This is Vulgus territory, and I wasn't in a position to go after it at the time, so I left it.
Ah, damn it. I guess there was no way of knowing it could be used for this. We need to find the location of the remnants. I'm gonna blow them up so that nobody can use them.
The remains of the Colossus should be there. I will request Enzo to provide aerial reconnaissance.
guard has appeared. Take the target down quickly. The target has been destroyed. Operation successful. Number 17 suspending stealth search and converting to support mission. The enemy is on high alert. Jeremy has to rile them up. They're trying to obstruct our pursuit. We must eliminate them quickly. Reinforcements arriving. Prepare yourselves. Enemy leader has emerged. Taking him out will force the enemy to retreat. Operation complete. Colon squads will spread out and continue their search for Jeremy.
All units assemble at the shared location. Based on the intel collected during the operation, Jeremy is heading for...
Wait a sec. Isn't that Corell's ship? Why the hell is it there?
This operation must succeed. Jeremy, if you can hear me, respond. Jeremy, don't do anything stupid. If you claim to still be a descendant, then it is your duty to not let Corell get his hands on the Ironheart. It's not too late to turn yourself in. If you do, we guarantee your safety. Jeremy, respond! We can't...
Corell's ship is stopped midair. Guide, are you getting any readings?
The low signal being generated by the remnants of the Colossus is compromising the sensitivity of my bandwidth.
Damn it, the enemy are swarming on this side too. I won't let a single bastard through, but you'll have to take care of whatever's inside.
With shield!
Jeremy, the Ironheart, and the soldiers. None of their fates are certain.
Wow!
the Corral has arrived in person. The Vulgus are fully prepared. Unless we destroy their alarm, it will continue to alert more enemy troops. If we don't destroy it, it will endanger not only us, but also our destiny. I will try to extract the signal.
Go.
The signal has been interrupted. Disrupted by something. Jeremy may have placed the Ironheart back into the quantum storage box.
Surrender now! No, we need to move faster. Ship is leaving. Guide, what happened to the Ironheart?
I'm still unable to track the Ironheart due to its void signal. I cannot detect its pulses. There are bodies ahead. It's the soldiers. Focus ambush. Focus, Descendant. These were the soldiers under Jeremy's command. They are all dead.
Another descendant. You are mine. No parental orders were to
Take care of any descendant who followed.
descend.
Only one more left.
I can detect traces of Jeremy on that Vulgus. We may be able to find out what happened here.
They wouldn't chase us this far, right? Shh. Focus.
What? Are you scared right now? This is nothing.
What is it now? Descendants. Enzo and Essimo are at the scene. They're trying to get things under control there. Alpha has had to take some leave, but he has received full progress reports for all operations. All that effort to find the Ironheart, only to lose it again. In the past, Alpha had Jeremy court-martialed and sent to the military detention center. But he still had faith in him. He is a descendant, after all. But now, with the second Ironheart, Alpha needs time to recover. Having a discouraged commander can demoralize troops on the front line. Unless we receive special orders, we must carry on with routine missions and await further developments.
HQ, we have detected anomalies in the void, requesting an intercept battle.
Damn it! This isn't a routine mission! Descendant, you better go to Seneca. HQ will try to deal with any unexpected situation.
Did anything happen?
Classification type dead bride. Closing in at an unexpectedly high speed. HQ, requesting alert status to be raised to immediate response.
I am analyzing the void paradox. Descendant, Jeremy's actions caused the remains of the executioner to send a signal into the void. Unstable materials were stimulated by the Ironheart. And I'm sure Jeremy had some void energy in his possession. I think that must have reacted with the Ironheart. Sort of like jump-starting. Dead brides have always been bonded with executioners. I believe this accounts for their immediate reaction to this. We don't have much time. Please, intercept, Descendant.
To the dead bride. I knew you could do it. You seem to have something on your mind, Descendant. Is it about Alpha? I know he doesn't trust me. For my part, I would like to share all the data I have with him, but it's a mystery even to me as to why neither Jeremy nor Alpha can connect with me. I was never granted permissions to configure such things. But one thing I can tell you for certain. I am a code designed to protect Ingress. Descendant. So far, I have provided the technology to not only search for Ironhearts, but also to track Colossus. It would be wonderful if you could find the third Ironheart with these technologies and work with Alpha to find a solution. Of course, there are some things that are more important even than that. With that in mind, please go and meet with Luna and Kyle. They seem to have information regarding a new Ironheart. It appears to be highly reliable.
Luna, I said turn that music down. I can't think straight.
Excuse me. This music is designed to relax your body and your mind. It only sounds loud and annoying to you because you don't have the soul of an artist.
She just doesn't listen. How did I get landed with this kid?
What? You have a problem with me? I'm an artist. I feel, enjoy, and perform music. Whatever. Hey, you! Come here. I've got something you need to know.
I have so many melodies flowing through my head ever since I met the guide. But it feels like there's something missing. I could feel with my entire being that there was a final piece of the puzzle which would complete my song. But I couldn't figure out where it was. It was driving me crazy. So I snuck out without telling Alpha. I was careful not to get caught. I went toward where I felt the puzzle piece was, and eventually I arrived at the Agna Desert. That's when I heard a very loud melody. It reminded me of the one I heard on the day I met the guide. When I approached it to listen closer, I saw a red sphere. As soon as I saw the sphere, the melody was complete, and I felt it flow through my entire body. It was wonderful. But then, you know what happened? I ran into this big clunker here, saying that he'd felt some strange magnetic field or something. And that's when I realized the Iron Heart must be there. But then this tin brain started going on about smashing the red sphere open and taking the Iron Heart out by himself.
I never said that I would smash it. I only wanted to have a look at it. Stop making things up.
Whatever. Anyway, I had to tell Alpha all about it and came back to Albion on his orders. That's why Alpha is looking for you.
Why are you so amazed by what this mad woman is saying? Don't just stand there. Get moving.
Who are you calling a mad woman? And you! Don't nod your head in agreement like that. Just get going and go see Alpha. Now.
Got a question about the operation? I'm sure that Kyle and Luna told you what they saw, so I'll cut to the chase. Both of them believe that the red sphere in the Agna Desert very likely contains the Iron Heart. This is a golden opportunity for us. There's no guarantee that the Iron Heart is actually inside the sphere, but it's the best shot we've had so far, and the Magisters agree. I've mobilized a team to investigate the red sphere. That includes you. The excavation team will also be joining you, as they were working in the Agna Desert until recently. I hope this operation secures us an Iron Heart. The incident with Jeremy included, we always watch the Iron Heart slip through our fingers right before our eyes. If we can't defeat Karel, even with our strategic asset, the Guide, at our disposal, the future of humanity is grim. Good luck.
You have something to ask of the great Reyna? Well, it's finally time for a proper introduction. My name is Reyna, and I head up the world's best excavation team. Nice to meet you. The Agna Desert. This place is paradise for us on the excavation team. There are so many exciting things to uncover, including the ruins of the ancestors. And the Red Sphere. We've never seen it before, and there are no records of it either. That's why we want to dig into it and figure out what it is ourselves. If the Iron Heart really is inside it, it'll be a historic discovery for the excavation team. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, to let you know that I am fully invested in this operation, and I look forward to working with you. See you in the desert.
Descendant, it's been a while. This way, please. Good luck with your assignment. I heard that this is the last remaining Ironheart. That makes me a little worried, but I'll give this mission my all, regardless. Kyle is doing aerial recon to see if the Vulgus are up to anything. Luna's focusing on sensing the beat generated from the Ironheart, and she's also listening out for the unique noises generated by Vulgus movements, of course. I can see her expression changing. See the way she's frowning? I think that means the Vulgus are on the move. We need to create an environment where she can concentrate. Descendant, take care of him.
For Luna to be able to concentrate, you must pacify this wasteland.
Kite, there's a lot of reverb coming from you. Quiet.
Oh, I see.
Shh.
Descendant, we've located the radar that was installed in this zone at Luna's request. The radar must be defended. It was installed specially to help us with the Red Sphere.
Begin data extraction.
Whoa. Even my fans would understand what that means. And judging by the way his voice echoed, we should be looking for somewhere indoors. Nice job. Whoa. Even my fans would understand what that means. And judging by the way his voice echoed, we should be looking for somewhere indoors. Nice job.
Descendant, it's Reyna. I've pored over the literature, and it looks as if there's an underground entrance close by. That would account for the echoes that Luna can hear, right?
Yeah, I knew my ears were reliable. I said it would be indoors, didn't I?
You never said it would be underground. Anyway, I've just sent the coordinates. Go check it out.
if you noticed that this is also a facility that the ancestors used. If what Luna and Reyna are saying is correct, the data the Vulgus are extracting while underground must be related to the Red Sphere and the Ironheart. It won't be easy to bypass the security system set up by the ancestors, but we shouldn't underestimate Vulgus technology either. We must stop the enemy before they extract all the data.
Hey, Descendant. The reason the excavation team couldn't reach here is because the Vulgus started digging here first. Anais told me that they brought the Magisters here, the ones who didn't escape, and forced them to work. That's why this place is called the Asylum. According to Anais, the Magisters who were brought here for forced labor might have found some information, but they couldn't have solved the code. Actually, they probably pretended not to the code. She said that we have to hurry up with the search anyway.
The Vulgus have clearly increased their decryption speeds, especially since operations in the sterile land. Given the reaction of the commander we encountered recently, they must not have considered the possibility that we would appear so soon. And as their time is limited, they must be attempting to extract all of the ancestor device data at once. The enemy has an encrypted communications device. If you defeat them, I can access its memory and communication system data. I've analyzed the data we obtained from the enemy. The most frequently mentioned words are seal, red sphere shell component, and content. I assessed the shell analysis data. The shell is composed of a similar material to the links surrounding the Ironheart. Combining all of the data, I believe we can conclude that the ancestors inserted the Ironheart into the red sphere.
Get out of the way! No chance!
This is connected to the civil war that broke out in Vespers. Perhaps the ancestors sealed the Ironheart inside the red sphere because they felt that a simple vault couldn't hold it. I cannot figure out the exact steps they took, but the important thing is that the sealing was successful.
Yes, keep struggling. There's nothing you can do. The Vulgus Legion is the apex predator.
I'm analyzing the data retrieved from the destroyed device. Please buy me some time.
Area of sound. It's filled with way too much noise, so we're not sure about it, but we're going there anyway.
Alright, Nat. We're also trying to gather as much data as possible. Keep up the good work.
Because the ancestors Securing distance.
Decryption protocol activated. Compressed data extraction completed and security removed. Beginning analysis. The data contained records of the ancestors who tried to remove the Ironheart, their operation plans, and the blueprint for the special weapon to break the seal. The weapon's power source was arcane. If we can use this information effectively, we'll be able to obtain the Ironheart safely. We must inform Alpha and come up with a plan.
The success of this operation will lead us to victory. Welcome back. Is there anything you want to report? Are you saying that this record was left by the ancestors who tried to use the Ironheart? And an ancient arcane weapon. What were they trying to do with the Ironheart? Were they trying to close the dimensional wall just like we're trying to do now? I don't have time to think about that right now.
Descendant, we will check the safety of the weapon thoroughly, so don't worry. Also, deciphering the composition of the red sphere was quite beneficial for us. It allowed us to start immediate production of dismantling materials. We are mass producing them, just in case.
Luna and Reyna are investigating the weapon, so I want you and Kyle to clear out all enemies within the vicinity of the red sphere. The arcane weapon and the material to destroy the red sphere are both ready. As long as we have no troublemakers impeding our operation, there shouldn't be any problems. We should definitely be able to get the Ironheart first this time.
Alpha appears to be focused on how to use the Ironheart. He doesn't seem to be concerned about how it came to be sealed away in the first place. I want to know why the ancestors concealed the Ironheart. At the risk of conflict and separation, there must be a good reason.
Hey, what's taking you so long? Hurry up! Let's talk. I can't believe you're taking it easy when we have so little time. We're going to clear the storage in the area nearby first. I know what you're about to say. Alpha ordered us to completely clear the entire area surrounding the red sphere. When I was a construction corps leader, we were the first ones working here, along with the Descendants. We built the digger, too. If it weren't for a surprise attack by the Vulgus, the Corps would still be alive. The only thing I'm interested in right now is to have my revenge on those bastards. Don't worry. When I'm done with that, I'll do my best to exterminate any enemies near the Red Sphere. Construction Corps leader Kyle always keeps his promises, you know. That hasn't changed since I've become a Descendant. So trust me, I'll get a read on the enemy's movements from above. I'll let you manage things from the ground.
Kyle, rage and revenge eat away other human emotions and limit perspective.
If you're here just to give me useless pearls of wisdom, I'd prefer you to get lost, guide.
Our goal is to find the Ironheart, Kyle. Your actions may prevent us from achieving this.
Like I said before, I won't do anything to jeopardize the operation. I swear.
I think there's something over here. This way.
This way.
The Vulgus bastards are using the spectral digger here to supply power. They must have thought they wouldn't be spotted. Dumb idiots. Steal the high voltage fuse from the Vulgus I pointed out. If we can overload the generator with it, it's all over for them. There's the Vulgus with the fuse. Destroy their generator.
stomping. Damn it! It's the Vulgus reinforcements. Watch out! The enemy sent their stronger units to reactivate the generator. I need you to clear the area while I keep checking the spectral digger. Well done. That damn spectral digger isn't going to stop anytime soon. I guess blowing it up is the only way.
Whoa, 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 Kyle. What are you trying to do? Blow everything up? Are you out of your mind? Are you SMO or something? And also, there's something you should know. The cliff...
Stop it! This is just one mission on the way toward achieving our goals for this operation. Terminating transmission. Let's talk. Immature kids like Luna don't understand situations like this. This is about loyalty. The spectral digger here was built when I was in charge of the construction corps. The Vulgus must have realized its power and modified it. I was too weak then. There was nothing I could do. I watched my colleagues fall before my very eyes. One of them begged me to destroy the digger with their last breath. So that's what I'm here to do. I will honor that request and throw this hunk of metal off this cliff. I was actually wandering across the desert on my way to do this from the beginning. Finding the Iron Heart was just a coincidence. But this also aligns with our operation goals, as it involves clearing the Vulgus and destroying the enemy facility in this region. It won't interfere with the operation. I'm talking too much. If you're ready, let's go.
Descendant, only you and Luna can hear this. Destroying the spectral digger will attract more Vulgus. Kyle is blinded by revenge. If we allow him to continue, it'll become more difficult to dissuade him, which will make it harder to assume control over the areas surrounding the red sphere. We must make Kyle understand. This is the only way we can achieve our goal.
Don't worry, Guide. I have prepared something very persuasive. Would you take a peek inside my mind?
This might do the trick. Go ahead, Luna.
Just you wait. I'm gonna persuade that tin-brain nutcase straight away.
I've already scoped out their movements. There's a Vulgus Kuiper storage box over there. We can't let them keep producing filthy Vulgus Kuiper from the Albion spectral digger. Now smash all the Kuiper. Digger will also be just soon. Building on the hill there. My teammates and I went through hell there to build the digger. Now, it's been hijacked by the Vulgus. I want you to take care of the enemy, while I check the danger of ground collapse when I blow up the spectral digger.
What is Kyle doing? Oh no! Stop him! Ugh, I hate these noisy SOBs. We should take care of them first. They're
Countdown to spectral digger detonation. 10, 9, 8.
Hey, Kyle, you'd better get your hands off that thing right now.
Who are you to tell me what to do, Luna? Keep your nose out of this and get lost.
Damn it, can't you just hear me out for once? The bodies of your colleagues are at the base of the cliff. Are you really gonna bury them down there with that thing?
Guy, what Luna says, is it true?
Yes. Luna and Reyna discovered records while searching for the RK weapon. We ran an analysis on the remains and found that they matched the list of fatalities from the incident.
Jeez. And did you forget what our actual target is? The Iron Heart, Kyle. The Iron Heart. If we lose the Iron Heart while destroying the Digger, what kind of revenge would that be? I can practically hear the sighs of frustration from your colleagues. You're the one who should get a grip, not me. Destroying the Digger can wait till later. Make it an official request. Then it'll really be revenge. Once we secure the Iron Heart, I'm sure Alpha will totally approve.
You're right. I'll come back. Over. Now smash all the Kuiper. Digger will also be dust soon. Let's talk. I almost made a terrible mistake. Blinded by revenge. The kid is right. Without the Iron Heart, nothing will bring any comfort to the souls of my old colleagues. But if we can find it and use it, that'd make me happy for both my old colleagues and my current teammates. Luna, she's not so bad. But I'll tell her that in person later, so pretend like you didn't hear this. Especially you, Guide. And you too. Now we should get to our respective positions. I want you to help Reyna while I go see Marcus.
Everything okay? Looked like there was a bit of commotion or something. Anyway, I think we found something. My excavation equipment and Luna's sonic survey both seem to indicate that... something feels off about this place. I'll send you the coordinates, Descendant. Hurry, I need your help. And what does our hero come to see? We found something strange when we were looking for traces of the ancient RK weapon. The bones of a giant creature. Given the size of the bones, it must have been as big as Corell's flagship. We've never seen anything like this before. I ran a search on the Albion database, and it came up with a match for an animal called the caligo. Carbon dating results suggest that this caligo is from the same era as the ruins of the ancestors. That makes it the oldest organism ever discovered in Albion. Same thing with this. Carbon dating shows it's from the same period as the ruins of the ancestors that are around here. The excavation team and I think that these bones are somehow closely related to the RK weapon. And they both existed in the same era as the ancestors. Maybe that means something? Maybe the ancestors used them for an experiment or something? I'm sure we can come up with several plausible hypotheses. I think we should also notify your guide, is it? I'll contact HQ and have them send the info to your receive.
The Calico may be from the same era as the ancestors, but I think they must have died out before I was created, as there is no information on them in my database. Or access to the information may have been secretly blocked. There's so much I don't know yet. I wish we could find data that I don't know or don't have access to. Then I may understand the real reason for my existence.
This amplification radar can boost the accuracy of the amplification equipment. And even me, so don't mess it up.
It's here to ruin our operation. Take care of it.